Hi guys, it's Jasmine from Paint the Grain. Thank you for joining us once again for our Mini Maker subscription box. We are so excited to have you. And guess what? Summer's almost over. So we gotta start working on our school supplies. Well, this is one that's gonna be perfect for you. It's those first day of school and last day of school picture boards that you're going to be able to make. This we're going to use both sides. I'll show you how to do that. And then you should probably have Expo markers because you're going to be able to write on this. And this is an Expo, a dry erase board already cut for you. The other side is chalkboard. So I guess you could use either side. But we've been using chalkboard a lot, so I wanted to try out the whiteboard for you guys. So first things first, unwrap all your stuff, kind of put all these pieces aside because we are going to first paint the background one. So you have basically two things that look alike, and then this is your background board. You will also have blue tape. The blue tape is going to be perfect for those little letters. You have your black color. Just take it out of the pouch, squeeze it onto the top here, and then grab your baby wipe, which I have to go grab one right there. Now you're gonna wanna do one side at a time and then flip it over, but let it dry really well in between, okay? So we're gonna dip the baby wipe into here and start in the middle, and then just kind of fan out from there. Up and down, fan out from the middle to the back. And then really rub it into the wood, and you'll see the first coat goes really fast, and it covers. Don't try to cover everything right now, because we have to let it dry in between, okay? Just give it a nice even coat, and then move that off to the side. Then in the picture, you're gonna see that I didn't color the frames because I really like the way it looks. If you wanna color the frame, again, you're always free to. So I'm gonna take my two frames and I'm gonna set them aside because I'm gonna keep them the neutral wood color background that they are, okay? And then you can also set aside your white circles because that you don't have to paint, it's already done for you. Those are ready for dry erase. And let's work on the little letters. So you want to grab your blue tape that is there, and you're going to take all the little letters. They don't have to be in order. If you want them to be in order, you can put them in order. They both should say first day of, last day of. And as you're putting them on the blue tape, just be mindful that you're putting them right side up and not upside down. The way you know that it's the right side up is the back is more charry. Like it has more burn marks, I guess you would say. You look for burn marks. If you see burn marks, then just flip it over. And then obviously if the letter is backwards, you'll be able to tell. But like the O, you can't really tell. So then just look for burn marks, just to make sure you're not coloring the wrong side. All right, so that, I think, if I remember correctly, I think I wanted to do like this pretty blue. I think blue against the black would look really pretty. You can paint whatever colors you want. I'm gonna grab some sponges in here. All right, so what you'll do is you'll dip into here. Always blot off or drag off. You can also use your box to blot so it looks like a dry makeup sponge, and then you're just hopping like a bunny. If you've been with us before, thank you for staying with us. If you're new to us, we hop like a bunny. We hop like a bunny up and down. Don't worry about trying to get full coverage on your first coat because the second coat will give you a better coverage on there, okay? Just hop like a bunny very, very lightly. The key is less paint. The less paint, the better, okay? And we'll set that aside and let that dry. It goes kind of fast. It goes kind of fast. And then the next one is grade. I think I was gonna make this white, right? I'm trying to think because I don't remember anymore. No, the lines. I think I was gonna make the lines white. make the lines, but I was thinking back and forth different colors. And like I said, you can pick whatever colors you want to do. Dip this into here, blot it off, because this is going to be almost the same layer as, it actually is going to be the same layer as the white circles there, okay? Dip, take some off, and then hop like a bunny. Try, if you want to slide, you can, but just try to make sure there's not so much paint on the actual sponge, because what will happen is when you slide, the paint will glue. It'll like, I guess, booger up into the holes there, and then it kind of looks messy. So let's just stick with dabbing up and down, because you don't want it to be messy, because these are going to be in pictures when you go to school. I hope you guys had a great summer. I won't see you until you're already in school for the next video. So we had a really fun summer. We're still in our summer, but as of now, we went on a really, really long vacation. We took an Alaskan cruise. We went up to Alaska. We didn't see any bears, but we saw some whales and some moose and deer and sheep, or rams. So that was fun. We went on a cruise, and then we went on a train ride, really long train ride. Went through all different parts of Alaska, which was really pretty. And it wasn't cold. It was kind of hot. I think we brought the sun with us. But they loved it. The people who live in Alaska, they love the sun, since they don't get it very much. And then after that, we went to Vegas in California and Arizona. We went to the Hoover Dam, went to the Grand Canyon, and we went to see go see the Hollywood sign in LA. So that was a lot of fun. It was really long. It was too long, actually. I was ready to come home and get back to painting. Okay, so I think the circles, I'm actually gonna leave bare too. And then the grade, something on top of that. I don't know. I'll think about the grade. Well, you'll have the color. You'll have the color with you, so you can decide what you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and do the back, flip that over, because that should be nice and dry for you. And then you're going to do the same thing, because remember, we have to do 2 coats of every color. So we have to make sure everything dries first really well. Dip that into there. I am loving your pictures that you're sending me. The projects are coming out amazing, so thank you for that. If you haven't sent them yet, feel free. We love to really see what everybody is doing. Get that aside, perfect. And then we'll go back, and basically I'm just doing every color all over again, kind of while I decide what I'm gonna do for grade. I don't know. Typically I already have it all planned out, but this one, as soon as we got back from vacation, I knew what I wanted to do. It was just hard. So I'm like painting these now for your final picture product. And then you'll get your boxes pretty soon. Okay. Do a little bit of that. That's gonna stay neutral. Oh, I missed a Y. Uh-oh. I missed a Y. Maybe that's why you should be able to put it up. Just make sure you have all your letters. You'll have all your letters, just make sure it doesn't, like, one's not rambling or scrambling in the box somewhere. Okay. Let's get this and this. That's gonna go on top with white. This is also gonna be white. Maybe like, a yellow. I think a yellow will pop really pretty. Yeah, let's go with yellow. So in your box, you'll get the blue, the yellow, the black, the white. And if you don't like those colors, you can pick whatever colors you want. We'll stay kind of elementary. But if you're in middle school, or I don't think we have any high schoolers here, but if you are, and you want different colors. You know those little I'm sure you could even, mom may have, those little bottles of paint. Those work perfectly too. So feel free, don't feel like you have to use my colors at all. Into here. And then we're gonna do the second, I'm gonna do the second color white. So take your time. If you're new to us, I tend to paint a little faster than you would, which is fine. So feel free just to pause the video if you need to. If you need to catch up, and or if you need to, well, if you need to slow me down rather, not catch up, because you want this to be perfect. And I've been painting forever, so if it's one of your first times, don't worry, you'll get it done. Take your time. The key is a little paint at a time, because then to cover your edges, you'll do double, sometimes triple coat. But the key is less paint. The less paint, the better, because then you know everything won't bubble up and bubble over and all that other stuff. Okay. All right, so now let's go back. Well, this is actually nice and dry. And if you use a little paint at a time, it dries really, really fast. So make sure, that's it. That's another little hint. It'll dry super fast if you use a little paint at a time. But this will be perfect. So then after you take your first day of school pictures, then make sure you put this board in a safe space, because then you need to take it out again for your last day of school pictures. And then you don't have to run and get a new board. That's why I wanted to get these out fast, because then this is about 2 to 3 weeks before everybody starts school. I know we have a couple that we ship off to kind of far away, so you'll have a little bit longer time, so you'll be good. And then this, let's make this yellow too, because that'll be cute. It'll be a nice pretty yellow border on there as well. Or if you want to keep it neutral, you can do that too. I really like the neutral color of the wood. I think it's really pretty. Okay, and then we go back to everything. Go back to the flip side of this. If you need to wash your hands, make sure you go do that. Baby wipe is important to give you smooth texture on your board. Yeah, that looks good. So you'll probably have a little bit more of the black than you do of the other colors. But if you do want to do your background a different color, just be mindful of the amount of paint you use for that, okay? Let that, step that aside. And this little piece right here, I mean, yours may have some imperfections. That's gonna be okay, because that's gonna be covered by, I think, the lines of the board. Okay, and then this, we did this 2 times. That's gonna be neutral. Let's do these 2 times. Some of them may need 3 colors. Some colors tend to just soak in a lot better than others. So if it needs a 3rd color, feel free. Don't be shy about it. But just really wait till it dries. The circles you can kind of hold like in the inside middle there, just so you don't, you know, mess it up with your fingers. And just give it nice smooth, and then let it rest. Know when to kind of stop and let things dry. That's really, really important. That looks good. That looks good. These look good. I always like to kind of hold pieces in my hand and kind of move it up and down. See, like in some parts here, the white needs just a little bit more at the bottom. Move it against the lighting just to see that everything's even and straight and pretty and nice. Yeah, better. And then this one does have a little bit of an imperfection. I'll make sure yours don't. So I always cut one for me. These will be, I hope you guys really like these, and I hope you use them. If not, you can always gift them to someone. Maybe paint it for them and then give it away. But I think these will be really, really good. I hope, and I think Mom will like them a lot too. Because really, the pictures are for her. All right. See, like my yellow, this yellow, I felt like I needed a third coat. All right, I'll let that dry off to the side. Perfect. Okay, so now this, that's nice and dry, almost, just a little. I'm gonna go ahead and flip that over now and do the back side, a second coat of the back side. Now you will see on the front side you had like the lines that are kind of scored in a little bit. It says first day of, but you'll notice on the back you don't see one for last day of. I'm going to show you how we're going to get that going so it's not so hard. And it's the last day of school, right? We're like so excited to start summer again, but that's so far away. We're still here in the first day of school, getting started. So, wash your hands. That takes a baby wipe and kind of make sure nothing's in the way. And then we're going to grab some glue. Get ready to put everything together. Alright. So, this one has some, I think I had left some leftovers here. Okay, so once you are ready, just make sure everything is super dry. I'm gonna make sure this is in the center so you guys could see this really well. Perfect. Okay, everything's nice and dry. Okay, then you're gonna take one of your tops. The first thing you're gonna do is when you start to glue is always just first make sure, see, doesn't that look so pretty? Always make sure that you put things down first where you want them to go before you glue it on. And then you want to make sure everything's even, like on the edges, okay? And then you're going to flip it around. Remember, this glue is like a super glue, so you don't want to put too much. Just random dots, maybe on all the edges where they pop up. So nothing too crazy. And then just be really, really careful when you flip it over so you don't like touch the glue. And then put it where it belongs. And then once you make sure everything's nice and flush in certain areas, you just push down. Okay. Perfect. Yep. Beautiful. Okay. The next thing is the lines, right? So you, again, we're just going to push that down. Do this the wrong way? Huh. Well, look at that, I did. Crap. Okay. I'm just gonna flip. Yeah, I'm gonna flip mine over. Okay. So that's important. So on this one, it fits. It just doesn't fit perfectly. If you can kind of see, there's like a little. It's just not the exact same size. So I put mine upside down. So just be careful. Make sure, so like before you go to glue it on, find your piece and then put the white part in. Because on one side, it's a perfect puzzle. But if you accidentally glue it like that, opposite, it's not a perfect puzzle. There's a little bit of space between the white and the frame. So make this part fit first and then glue it on, okay? So actually that's the bottom part. Mine's okay. I'm gonna eyeball my lines on, so I'm not too worried about it. And then same thing, flip this over here. Just give it random dots. You have a lot to glue, so don't squeeze out too much paint. Okay. One more here. Little bitty dots of glue. Okay. Let's set that down. Now the next step is to do the circle, the yellow circle, okay? And then there is a little indentation in the white to where you're gonna put your circle, okay? So that's important. Go ahead and put that down there. Give yourself maybe 4 or 5 dots, random, not, you know, don't squeeze too much, and then put it in that circle and let it sit, okay? Then you're gonna put your white circle in there. You could do white, or you can do chalkboard, but let's do white. And then just random, again, 4 or 5 dots, not too crazy, and then stick it in the circle, okay? Now, grade, oh, that looks cute. Grade will go down here, so random, not too crazy, because remember, we still have the other side to do. Grade, and just kind of eyeball that, because it's cursive, so it's so cute. Okay, now, here, first day of. I'm doing mine a little different because I don't have the words on there, which is fine. But we want to spell first day of, right? So then get your letters. If you didn't put them in order, you have to find it. Like me, I didn't put mine in order. If you did put yours in order, then yours is already set and ready to go. First day. First, let's get all of our letters, and then we can organize to where it's really pretty. First day of. Okay. So what I like to do, use the circle to help you. Or if you don't want to put it on the circle, you don't have to. You can kind of just put, like, you know, random. Do whatever you want to do. You know, but I'm going to use my circle because I feel it kind of helps me, and it kind of looks cute, kind of, you know, curved like that. Okay. That's adorable, right? So once you have everything where you want it to go, pick one letter up, give it 1 or 2 dots. Remember, these are little dots, so don't let the glue beat you. You beat the glue, and then just set it really carefully, okay? And then just set it. So pick one up, put it down. Pick another one up, put it down. Try to hold just the edges of the letter so you don't get glued on. Okay. Day. And then just put it right back where you had it. Use that curve to help you. Move it around until you like it, and then when you have it where you like it, then you can start to glue on. Take your time with these. Again, I'm moving super fast, so feel free to pause me anytime, okay? Now, I hope there's a dry erase marker around here. I want to say there is. I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit before we flip it around, and we do the exact same thing on the other side, except we're gonna say last day of, okay? So feel free to pause. I'm gonna go find an expo marker. Make sure that. Marker, but I do have one of these little, I don't know if you guys play with Osmo. It's like almost the same thing. So Alicia is going into first. Great, isn't that cute? And then you could just, you know, you wipe it with what, a baby wipe, right? And you can wipe it. So it's a little different than chalkboard. I think we're gonna try to use these a little better. Let it dry and switch it. You get the drift, but it's super cute. It's perfect, I think, for last day, first day, and all those fun things. I'm gonna go ahead and glue the back now. Everything looks nice and dry. Just flip that over and then start all over again, right? Random dots. I'll try to go faster so these videos aren't too long. I hope you're enjoying them, because perfect. Okay. Beautiful. Let's do the circle. Cute. And then the white circle. My circle has some kind of marks on it. So you can take a baby wipe and just kind of brush that off. Come on. Oh, I didn't put it in straight. Yeah, make sure you're just putting it straight on. Don't try to put it in at an angle. And then we spell last. Put some white up here. Oh geez, I messed up. Let me get some more black. Okay, I'm gonna spell last. Day of. All right, and then for the last day of, you could be as creative as you want, because guess what, it's fun, it's the last day of school, or you can, you know, do it on the round just like we did the first day of. Whatever you want to do. So I'll just keep it on the round just for uniformity purposes. I think my board fell outside with the wind. It's windy. Last. Oh. Day of. Cute, right? So then you have two signs in one. Oh, I should kind of keep that flat. Wait a little bit longer. So I hope you guys really, really love this. I think it's one of the cuter ones. But thanks for joining. We'll see you next month.